Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank Chitra Madam for giving me this opportunity. And on this occasion, I would like to thank all my teachers for giving me good pearls to learn FACO and to become what I am today. To start with, I would like to say the secret of your future lies in your daily routine. So a routinely performed cataract surgery in a normal way will help you to have a secured future. This is just a routine and a mature cataract phacoemulsification, which I'll be showing. The first thing I would like to say in a mature cataract is a wound construction. It needs to be watertight so that there will be the constant collapses of the antechamber will be less. So you can see here, when you stain the capsule under the air bubble is not coming out. This is a sign that the wound is watertight. And you can see in this, on staining the capsule, there are certain elements of pseudo exfoliation. If you have a pseudo exfoliation, you need to be careful while performing phacoemulsification for the sake of youngsters who are starting phacoemulsification. In a pseudo exfoliation, the chances of jonular dialysis is very high. And second, in cases of pseudo exfoliation, the nucleus is comparatively harder than a normal case. And as I start my capsulorhexis, I make a small flap. You can see here the fluid is coming out, liquefied fluid. You need to remove the fluid so that there happens a clear visibility of the entire capsule. And you need to be very careful while performing capsulorhexis here, because if it goes out, it is very difficult to retrieve, and there is very high chances of posterior extension of the rhexis and leading to a nucleus drop. And when you perform a capsulorhexis with the help of forceps, you need to be very guarded, you need to be very controlled so that you can have a guarded opening, the required opening which you want. Ideally, if you have a good opening of 5.5 to 6 millimeters, then half of your job is over. So there are main two things. 50% of your work, 50% of the job is over with a good wound constructions, and another 50% of your job with the good capsulorhexis. If you do a small capsulorhexis in cases of a mature hard cataracts, there's every chance you have to use a lot of energy while removing the nucleus. You have to use a lot of vacuum while removing the nucleus pieces, and that may lead to jonular dialysis. So good capsulorhexis is very, very important. And once you do a capsulorhexis, a good free rotation of the nucleus is very, very critical and crucial to make your job very much easier. If you are not having a free rotation, you need to ensure that the rotation has to be done. Here, I'm doing a small superficial trench. You can see here. The reason of doing trench is two reasons. One thing, I can gauge what is the density of the nucleus, and second, the central hard part will little bit soften up so that when I do a chop, it can easily break in the center. So this is very, very essential to do a little bit of trench. So once you have a trench, then you can have an edge to hold the nucleus properly. You can see here, I'm holding the nucleus now tightly. And going to the equator, you need to go to the equator. It is better to go to do a horizontal chop, because you'll be cracking the weaker part of the nucleus, that's the peripheral part, and then coming to the central hard part. That makes the nucleus, centrally the nucleus will be broken into two pieces. If you do a vertical chop, there's a risk that you put more pressure on the jonules. And in a horizontal chop, the pressure on the jonules is very, very less. You can see the nucleus is cracking from the periphery, and once it reaches the center, it also cracks very nicely. The second thing, as you know, in a pseudo exfoliation, the endothelial decompensation is very high. The endothelial compromise is there. That's why you need to break the nucleus into multiple pieces, as many pieces as possible. Just like a pizza, you can have 8 or 10 pieces, so that you can use less energy while removing the nucleus and emulsifying in the antechamber. So once you break into multiple pieces, then it is easy for you to use very less energy to emulsify the small pieces. This, you can see completely the nucleus is coming out very easily without any stress on the zonules. So finally, placement of the nucleus, nothing more to say because already been said by a lot of speakers. So thank you very much for the kind attention.